Hello everyone, Chandler here. We're opening this box right now. We're just gonna go straight for it. Oh my gosh! It's real. Oh man. It's a OneWheel. So it's really dirty. The guy that sold it to me offered to like wash it off. He's like, it'll just take me another day or so to ship it out. I was like, I can wash it off myself, just ship it. It's a V1 OneWheel. It's got a lot of miles on it. I'm gonna get it hooked up to the app and see how much that is. And he also gave me fender. So I just gotta get the right hardware. All right. Got it to 17 PSI, the maximum is 20 on this, and this is a very used tire, so we're gonna see how it goes. It connected instantly and says it's at 100% battery, and it's got 1,700 miles on it, so super stoked on that. I think it's time for my first ride. This isn't my first ride. I actually went to a store a week ago and tried one out for like 2 minutes. They had like a little demo set up because I just wanted to see what it felt like. Let's just go for it. First take, first try. Oh my gosh. Ah! Hey. And then how you get out is you lift the toe on the front foot. Nope. And it should stop you. But it's not working. I roll to a stop, lift up something, and I'm still able to, oh, there it goes. It's got a little bit of a delay. So I'm gonna learn how to ride this thing for the next couple days, and I'll get back to you about how it goes. So it's been a few days of me having this OneWheel. I'm starting to get the hang of it, and there's a couple things that I want to change with this thing. The first thing I'm going to change about this OneWheel is I'm going to change out the tire for a slightly newer one. This one has got 1,700 miles on it, and someone's sending me a tire that's got 500 miles on it, so I'll have some more life. The second thing is range. I can only go like 4 to 6 miles on this with the battery alone, and it's been doing great because that's what it advertised, brand new, and it's very used. So I ordered 2 Ego batteries, which are made for like electric lawnmowers, and I have a mod that I also ordered from Landsurf that's going to make this thing go like 15 miles with both those batteries and this internal battery. So I got my OneWheel right here, and this one has like 1,700 miles on it. I put on like 30 of those, but the tire itself is very worn. It's like bare right here and on the other side as well. So it's ready to be replaced. And I've got the new brand new tire right here. Well, I say brand new. It's got 550 miles on it. A Reddit user gave it to me because he had moved on and upgraded to another one. So he had this one laying around. So very thankful for you, dude. I am super appreciative. Unfortunately though, we gotta take this whole thing apart to replace the tire. So let's start that. Real quick, this isn't supposed to be a tutorial on how to replace a tire for a OneWheel or to do the battery modification that I'll be doing later on. This is just me doing it for the first time. I had watched some videos and looked up the tutorials online, so do that as well if you want to do this. Broken GoPro mount that was on here, might as well take it off. I will say I wish I had 2 hands to do this. We're gonna talk about how I got this thing off, but didn't do it the correct way. That sucked. With this new tire, we're gonna be putting some slime on the inside, so in case there's any punctures, this will kind of repair it, and I don't have to worry about getting a whole new tire and doing this all again. Okay, wow, I way underestimated how hard this was gonna be. That was like an hour and a half or 2-hour ordeal. Getting the tire off sucked. I wasn't able to do it correctly. I had to cut it off. I had to release a lot of tools, and then getting the tire back on took forever. And then popping the bead, basically to where like you inflate the tire and make it to where it pops all the way to the edge. First one came like 30 PSI, which this shouldn't be above 20. And I got all the way up to 45, the other one hadn't popped. So I deflated it, added more slime and more soap, and then heated the tire, kept doing it over and over and over, and then finally got it to work. Man, okay, let's get it back together and start riding again. All right, all back together, let's go test it out. Fresh tire in there, go ahead and press the start button, and we'll see how it goes. Turning is a little bit smoother, I can feel that. And ideally, I should get more miles because I'm holding PSI longer, and I'm not running on a flat tire, which is bad for the board and for miles. It's been 4 days. Had to make a quick emergency trip to California for a family thing. I haven't got to ride this at all. But before I get to ride it with this new tire, more than I just did for the test, I get to install this new battery extender. This is the Landsurf Ranger Vampire, and it's not called Vampire just because it's a cool thing. It's because of the way it hooks up to the battery. This is one of the batteries I'm going to use to extend the range of this OneWheel. It's a 56 volt Ego 2 amp hour battery. I've got 2 of them. With those together plus the battery inside this, I should be able to go like 15, 16 miles. It's not gone there. This component here is why it's called the vampire mod. It's going to be poking into the vein or the cable, and it's going to be sucking the power out of it just like a vampire would. So these blue little pieces are on now. I'm gonna take this cable here and put them through the top so it's all connected. And it's actually like a reverse vampire. The batteries are gonna be pushing into it, so it's kind of like pushing the blood through the teeth. What I really like about this is there's no soldering or gluing or welding. This is all able to be removed. I'm sure I have to put some electrical tape over the holes that I've just created, but I can take this mod off very quickly if anything happens, if this was still under warranty, which it isn't. Before we seal it all up, we're gonna test this bad boy. If it works, this should turn blue and light up. So we're gonna plug in a battery over here, and then we're gonna connect these two cables. Hey, we got light. All right, brand new tire, extra battery, plus another extra battery. Hey, I'm good to go. So one of the ways I financed getting my OneWheel was building stands for OneWheels before I owned my own. So this is one of the stands. It's really simple. I just took a lot of time sanding it, cutting the corners and edges, and putting a ton of oil finish on it, and then spraying a clear coat on it. So I'm gonna pack these up. These are my last shipments I have for this week. I'm gonna ride the OneWheel down to the post office and deliver them. I also got an order for a fingerboard rail. These things are like $5 right now. They're super cheap on sale. So if you want to pick one up, it's skaterchanfb.bigcartel.com. All right, this is the beginning of my trip. This will be the longest one I've taken. I'm going like 10 miles total if I don't mess up or find any shortcuts. So let's do it. Most of this ride is going to be bike trails, so it's super nice. Slight detour. I'll go this way instead. We're back on trail. The internal battery is about 80% now, so it's safe for me to plug in my extra battery. I've learned that if you plug it in initially, it'll keep saying, hey, you're overcharging your battery, and it's gonna shut off soon. It says the same thing if you're riding downhill at 100%, because the OneWheel actually charges up after, like, as you're slowing down, it charges up. So I think we're good to go now. .7 miles into the ride. It's been 16 minutes, so we're keeping a good pace. I'm just taking a break to walk around for a second. My feet are super sore. I don't know if it's like blood circulation loss or just me standing wrong, but I have a bunch of foot fatigue whenever I ride this more than a mile or two. I know there's things you can get, like your board concaved or have some like padding to it. I don't know what it is, but I might need it. Alright, packages are dropped off to be shipped. I'm taking a different way back. I'm gonna take the streets this time instead of the bike path. But first I'm gonna get something to eat. Back on the road again after lunch. We're gonna go to 103rd Street and ride that from there. Back on the bike trail to the point where we had to get off the trail the first time because of the construction. And I have 30% battery left. I'm still on my first external battery. So I have a whole extra one of this backpack that I'm not going to use at all. So this thing is a beast. I'm probably going to be going like 9 miles for this trip instead of 10 since I took the streets for a while. But it seems to be going good so far. Just about done. All right, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted even though I wasn't doing anything, just riding a OneWheel. My feet are super sore, my toes were falling asleep. I've put like 100 miles on this OneWheel since I've got it at the beginning of this video, and I've enjoyed every single mile. All of my family has enjoyed it, and most of them have tried it out and like it. So yeah, if you have the funds or can find a used one at a good price, I would recommend getting a OneWheel. It's a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.